So coming to the next part, that is chapter 2, the executive. Now we will discuss the next part. So we will discuss about the vice president, his qualification and his functions. See, the vice president of India, of the Indian Republic, is elected by the electoral college that I have already discussed with you, who are the members of the electoral college, consisting of the members of both the houses of the parliament, that is the members of the Lok Sabha and the members of the Rajya Sabha. So this is how the vice president is elected. Now what is the qualification for his post? He should be a citizen of India. He should be over 35 years of age and must be qualified to be elected to the Rajya Sabha. Now he must not hold any office of profit under the government of union or state. And if this is the qualification that is required for the vice president. And moving on to the functions, what are the main functions? So his main functions are: he is the ex officio chairperson of the Rajya Sabha as he presides over its meeting. So who presides over the meeting of the Rajya Sabha? That is the vice president, and he conducts its business. He acts as the president whenever the office falls vacant by dismiss of the president. If the president is not active at its post, then who looks after that particular post? The vice president. Or his removal after the impeachment by the parliament. If the president is removed before its term through impeachment, or if any other reason is there and the seat falls vacant, then that particular post is looked after by the vice president. Now the vice president will temporarily discharge the functions of the president if the latter is unable to do so owing to his absence from India or prolonged illness, etc. So in these all cases, the vice president holds the post of the president. Now moving on to the prime minister. Now the prime minister is the real head of the government in our country. Now the leader, how is that prime minister elected? The leader of the majority party or the person with the majority support in the Lok Sabha is invited by the president and appointed as the prime minister. Now here the direct elections are held. How? First, the elections are held, and the leader of the Lok Sabha, whoever is the leader, they choose among themselves their leader, and that leader is invited by the president and appointed as the prime minister. Now he plays a key role in the formation of the council of ministers. So you already know how is the president elected. He is elected directly by the people through their vote. Now, moving on to the Council of Ministers. The Council of Ministers are appointed by whom? By the President on advice of the Prime Ministers, and hold the office during the pleasure of the President. Now, what are his main powers and functions? It executes the union laws in the name of the President. It frames the external and internal policies of the country. Then it frames the bills and presents them in the parliament. His duty is to frame the bill and decide the content of the bills and submit them in the parliament. It takes active part in the proceedings of the parliament and gets desired laws passed from it. So these are the functions of the Council of Ministers. So that's all we have in this chapter. So read the chapter thoroughly to understand it better.